Hi everyone, Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. Today I will show you how to make an easy potato curry with tomatoes. You can have this with rice or roti or paratha. So let's get started. Okay, so I have taken baby potatoes, but you can even use regular potatoes. I peeled them and cooked them partially in my pressure cooker for just 8 minutes. You can even cook them in a pot of boiling water, but you do not want to cook them fully. If you prick them with a fork or knife, then you should be able to still feel a little bit of resistance to them. If you are using baby potatoes like I am doing, then prick them with a fork all around after cooking them. Now why do you think I am doing this? So that all the goodness from the gravy enters the potatoes and makes them flavorful. But you do not need to do this if you are using regular potatoes. Just cut them into bite-sized pieces and you are good to go. Next we need to make a spice paste. In a bowl add red chili powder for the heat, paprika for that color, little bit of turmeric powder, then ground coriander, and finally curry powder. You can use any curry powder, or if you want to make your own, then I have a recipe for it on my channel. I always make curry powder at home. I added a few tablespoons of water. Mix well and your spice paste is all ready. Pan on medium heat, oil. Once the oil starts shimmering, add the boiled potatoes. Make a little space in the pan and add a pinch of turmeric powder. Stir the potatoes on medium-high heat till they become golden brown in color. Once they get this beautiful golden color, take them out in a bowl. Lower the heat to low or switch off the heat if you are using an electric stove, as it is time to add whole cumin seeds. And if you add them in very hot oil, then they will burn. And if they burn, then your curry will taste bitter. And if it tastes bitter, then you will keep on thinking that why Bumbi didn't mention that this is a recipe for bitter potato curry. Okay, so I added chopped onions and sprinkle little salt to soften up the onions. You do not have to wait for the onions to turn too brown. Stir them on medium heat till they become a little soft and develop a little bit of color along the edges. Then add grated ginger and grated garlic. Stir them on medium-low heat for a few seconds. Then it's time for the spice paste to enter the scene with all its vibrant colors. Remember, the heat of your stove should be low at this time, or else the spices will burn, and again that will lead to your curry tasting bitter. Stir on low heat for a few seconds and then add tomatoes. I have used canned crushed tomatoes, but if tomatoes are in season at your place, then puree 4 to 5 ripe tomatoes in your blender. Cover the pan partially on medium heat and let the tomatoes get fried. In between, uncover and give a stir to check that nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pan. You will understand that the tomatoes are well fried when you will see some of the oil floating on top. At this time, add the potatoes, 2 whole green chilies, and salt. If you do not want the dish to turn overly hot, then add the chilies whole like this. In this way, they will only impart their flavor in the dish, keeping the heat within themselves. Next goes in sugar to balance the acidity from those tomatoes. Add about a cup of hot water. Once the gravy comes up to a boil, cover it partially and keep it on low heat for 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes now. Let's see what's happening in that pan. And look at that ruby red gorgeousness. Do a taste test at this point and adjust the seasonings. You can even add a few tablespoons of coconut milk at this point to make the curry more creamy. I wanted the flavor of tomatoes to dominate today, so I didn't add any coconut milk. But feel free to do so. After all, you are the boss of your kitchen. At the same time, you have got 2 recipe ideas from one video, for which you will thank me later. Add some fresh coriander leaves or parsley if you do not like coriander. And you've got yourself a gorgeous side dish that you can have with rice, roti or paratha. Please try this recipe and send me your feedback. And I will be back again next Friday with another great video. Bye bye.